Hey guys, Mark here coming to you live again and unedited. Uh, Today I thought I would continue with my PR racing video. I've actually completed bag A of the V3T Type R truck. And I thought I'd take you through the build so far, highlight a little bit of the quality, the different features in the parts so far, as well as maybe give you some build tips. Uh, Step A actually starts with putting the side plates on the chassis, and that's not a difficult job. The chassis is actually very nice. This is the new 3mm chassis, thicker, which should give you better response on those high grip tracks. And the chassis features some nice cutouts. This cutout here allows you to, with their new motor plate included in the kit, lower your motor by 2mm for lower CG. And there's this slot right down the middle here, which we will use later for routing our sensor cable. If you're running one of those really flat, ultra low profile sensor cables, you can run it under the battery for a nice, neater wiring job. Neat job there. All right, a quick build tip while you're putting together the chassis. Mainly, there are two types of screws involved. They have a shorter 3x6mm screw and a longer 3x8. So, an easy tip to follow is when you're putting on these long side plates, the first screw and the last screw will be the shorter 3x6mm screws. The four screws in the middle, which will be this one, this one, this one, and this one will be the longer 3x8mm screws. All right, and then after that, we'll be putting on the front nose kick-up plate, which will be put on here with these four screws. And I would suggest when you are fitting on this plate, since you are threading metal into metal, to use a little bit of thread lock. Most of you guys will have some sort of a blue thread lock. I have this little bottle. I know it's red, don't worry. This is from Team Durango, gone out of business already, but their red thread lock actually works similar to the blue that most of you use. All right, so since this is metal to metal, use some thread lock, snug it up tight so that the front nose plate doesn't come loose when you are running. So that is step number one. Step number two involves building the front steering assembly, which you can see over here. This is PR's new Ackerman plate. The original ones on the earlier cars will have this plate kind of facing forward. The new plate has new geometry and faces backward. It's built this way. And when you're building it, just take note to build with the nice silver chamfered edge on the top so that everybody can see your pretty new car. Okay. Now there are a few different ball studs that come in bag A. The short silver ball studs, the one with the shortest thread, go over here. The other silver ball stud with the longer thread will go on the servo horn here. And there's one black ball stud which will fit actually right here on the steering bell crank. You will notice also, if you follow the instructions, that my car's built a little differently now. When I realized that when I'm running shorty, low profile servos, the dimensions of the servo, where the output spleen head comes out, is a little different. So I will normally, instead of the instructions asking you to run the ball on the back of the servo horn, on all my PR cars running low profile servos, the ball is run on the front. This gives it a nice, almost straight kind of angle connecting for the connecting rod to the bell cranks. All right. Now at this point, one of the things you might want to take note of is also, as you build this little drag link, these two rod ends with a little threaded rod in the middle, this will be a good time to adjust the spacing between the two rod ends so that when your servo horn is facing 90 degree upwards, you can see that, sorry, this way better. The servo horn is facing 90 degree upwards from the chassis. I have adjusted this length, which is about 2 mm right now, so that my bell cranks, when connected up, are also straight, parallel to the chassis. All right, yeah, like so. So this will give you nice steering settings equally to the left and to the right later when you drive the car. Yep. One other thing to note is PR actually comes with the optional metal servo mounts included in the kit already. So it will be good to also add thread lock, that little red liquid, for you maybe blue, on the 4 screws that hold the servos onto the mount, as well as the 2 on the bottom that hold the mount together. All right, so very simply, that's bag A of the build. If you like this video, give me a like or post a comment telling me you like it so that I can continue with bag B, C, and D and finish off the build for you. All right, so see you back at the track soon. Thank you very much.